corner, Adonis Hollywood Creed!
Hey, you don't look so good. You know, you want to take a day off.
Sorry, Rock. Just thinking about what it took to get here.
Good. One step at a time. One punch at a time. One round at a time. You trained for this. You're ready for this. You earned this.
Adonis Creed, son of one of the most unorthodox kids. Taking a champ?
It ain't how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
This wasteland is a domain of devious creation. 1,000 shrines to pain and challenge, each built to protect the only resource we have left. But by whom, you ask? By builders, the masterminds of the wastes. They express themselves in stone and steel, raising fortresses to stop any raider foolish enough to enter. But look closer, and you will find that no two builders are exactly alike. Take this example. I call them maze makers. These builders weave their outposts like a loom, spinning labyrinths to torment and confound, luring their prey deeper into the abyss until escape is nigh impossible. Next come the trappers. They are masters of suspense, crafting traps and secret snares. All is quiet until the chaos erupts. An invisible arsenal lurching to life, eviscerating any who covet their oozing horde. Visionaries are a different breed still. Yes, they are artists of the damned, creating beauty only to pervert it. They spawn their brutes and grafted masses. The creatures scatter and surge, fly and fire. A dark legion living only to feed. The maestros, however, do not yearn for blood so much as to break their opponent's will. These builders are the wasteland's obsessive geniuses, the creators of its most merciless challenges. Every chamber is a trial of skill and will, each outpost a relentless summit to climb and conquer. If anything, the maestro would welcome defeat, if only to find an equal, a rightful nemesis, at long last an adversary worthy of their dark designs. If only. Yet still there is more. Incinerators, torture chambers, and subterranean tombs, grinding factories and cratered catacombs, blackened voids and ruthless bloody monolith. This isn't a wasteland, no! It's an empire of brutal expression. All is yours to build, all is yours to conquer.
The goal for gameplay in EA Sports PGA Tour is to provide all the tools you need to realistically attack every hole on every course the same way the pros do. To achieve this, we're introducing Pure Strike, accompanied by a set of 20 shot types. Powered by official ShotLink and TrackMan data, Pure Strike incorporates the three parts of every golf shot: fluid swing mechanics, innovative ball behaviour, and lifelike course dynamics. Every golf shot starts with a swing, and no two golf swings are alike. So we captured stances for every pro golfer in the game. Then we mapped their attributes to a variety of stats from ShotLink and TrackMan data. This means you won't see Scotty Scheffler's drives flying off the tee at the same trajectory as Jordan Spieth's, for example. Once you address the ball, you'll see a swing meter that will serve as a gauge for your backswing, using the left or right analog stick depending on your preference. We designed it so you can focus on the animation itself in order to execute the swing. The length of your backswing and the speed of your follow-through both factor into the power and accuracy of your shot, and you'll receive on-screen feedback after every swing. The swing mechanic is highly accurate to your controller input with scalable forgiveness, so you can focus more on the actual strategy of each shot. There are 20 total shot types at your disposal in EA Sports PGA Tour. Each shot type produces different ball behaviour, each is used in different situations, and each utilises different club types. With plenty of ways to modify shot types, there are over 1,300 shot variations in the game. Some of the more basic shot types like punch, pitch and blast you'll use frequently throughout your rounds. Others like stinger, high flop, hack and Texas wedge, to name a few, can be used in more strategic ways. So it's important to choose the right tool for the job. New ball behaviour has been redesigned from the ground up. New technology allows every bounce and roll to behave more accurately across a greater variety of terrain and course conditions. As the ball travels, you'll receive on-screen feedback about various aspects of the ball's flight milestones. Once your shot lands, new ball behaviour enables more realistic interactions between the ball and the ground, like you'd see on a real golf course. You'll see the golf ball bounce, dribble and roll as it travels across different terrains and cuts of grass. Naturally, a fairway will cause more dribbling than a green surface, and as part of the new course dynamics, you'll notice that a course like Augusta National has smoother fairways than other courses. When you're putting, the goal is to backswing to the perfect point, which dynamically updates as you adjust your aim on the green. Under and overswings are possible when you're putting, and tempo matters too. Line up your putt, adjust for elevation, and sink it. To help new golfers with putting, we've added an assistant aim option that you can toggle on or off. Finally, we're bringing back some gameplay mechanics from previous titles like Power Boost, Spin Control, Big Hit, and Heartbeat moments, so you can hit a perfectly timed drive, button mash to adjust spin, and feel the suspense of a great shot inching towards the cup in slow motion. We set out to build the premier golf gameplay experience, and with the introduction of Pure Strike and other great gameplay features.
There is nothing in this world that cannot be explained with logic and reason. Nothing in this world.
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. Every fiber of the earth, every molecule reverberates in anticipation of the awakening. The bile of madness rises in our throats just as our master rises below.
Maybe your god is unstoppable, but you are merely a man. And I know how to stop you.
The abyss calls for me, Mr. Holmes, as it does for you. The final problem approaches, and you too shall fall.
It's real. All of it, it's real.
Souls of the universe's greatest musicians to clash for his entertainment. Revitalized with new bodies and new powers, each musician will become a contestant in a battle for musical supremacy. God of Rock uniquely blends rhythm-based gameplay with fighting game mechanics in intense 1v1 matches. First, choose from a dozen unique fighters, each with their own design, mechanics, and harmonic attacks. Next, select your stage. Each stage has its own music, and depending on the unique combination of selected characters and stage, your gameplay changes, providing a new experience every time you play.
I'll end this quick. I've got places to be.
Rhythm. It's something you either have or you don't.
Once the battle begins, notes start to appear on the screen. Each note corresponds with a button prompt. Your goal is to hit the notes in sync with the beat. Each correct button press corresponds to an attack. As you hit the notes, your characters start to engage in combat. Press the buttons too slowly or miss a note, you're vulnerable to an attack from the opponent. If the opponent is hitting the notes correctly, they block your attacks. Each character has their own special moves and attacks. Special moves typically have 3 levels and passively recharge throughout the game. They have a cooldown period once used. A special move is done by inputting a directional command and then pressing a button, like in a fighting game. Here you can see that King's level 2 special adds additional notes to the other player's fight chart. If the player misses these notes, they take damage. Special moves can also interact with the opponent's fight chart in surprising ways. For example, King's EX move accelerates the pace of notes on the other player's screen, forcing them to rely on faster reaction time to hit their notes. Meanwhile, his opponent Rosetta has tricks of her own. One of her special abilities uses her spray cans to splatter the opponent's fight chart, making the notes more difficult to see. Ultra attacks are the most powerful moves available to players. As you do damage to your opponent, your ultra meter builds until you can release your ultra move. As the battle continues, the song gets progressively more difficult. Each player will need to keep up as the speed and frequency of notes increases. The song continues until someone is defeated. The goal is not to beat the song, but to beat your opponent. To win the match, you'll need to combine all of these techniques, from staying on beat to carefully landing your special and ultra attacks and countering your opponent to ultimately defeat them in musical combat and become the God of Rock champion. God of Rock releases this spring with over 40 original rock tracks, 8 dynamic stages, and 12 characters, each with their own unique playstyles. The characters use mechanics inspired by fighting games, such as charge characters, grapplers, Rekka characters, trap characters,
Welcome to the Zompocalypse. I hate to tell you, but you picked the wrong time to come to town. Bet you thought your world was in chaos, didn't ya? Try this on for size. Bitten, infected, somewhere between alive and dead.
God, are they turning?
Shit doesn't get more real than this. Los Angeles, city of angels, or as we like to call it, LA. Just think of it as your own stylish, sun-baked, zombie-smashing playground. And trust me, these hungry bastards are everywhere. But don't worry, there's more to this city than hours of happy skull-busting. It's crawling with adventure and crazy ways to pass your final days. We've got all the usual tourist attractions, albeit with a uniquely horrifying vibe. There's loads of survivors.
You want to blast on a Trent special?
Although,
Were you getting the pizza?
they're all as mad as the flesh eaters. How'd you like me now, eh? Wait, shit! Ah!
Seems they like you a lot, Jacob. I'll take it from here. We've all dreamt about smashing zombie brains, right? Whether you're slicing, kicking, stomping, burning, or whatever it is, you're gonna really feel it. I guess dreams do come true. And shit, man, you'd be amazed at what these Angelinos keep in their Hollywood houses. Katanas, machetes, swords, hammers, bigger hammers. Are those bear claws? And naturally, a holy shit ton of guns. If that doesn't do the job, DIY is always your friend. This is too awesome. Oh, and that zombie bite came with a little Papa Z power. Which is always handy. Friggin' zombies. These reanimated fuckers come in all shapes and sizes. We got big ones, little ones, smart ones. No, not you, dummy. Noisy ones. God, I hate the noisy ones. Even pretty ones. You really can't knock their style. Except for this guy. Back for more, huh? Hey, different strokes for different folks, right? As long as you're dead, stay dead. So, what do you say? See you in hell?
This is our outpost, El Gado.
By the one I trusted most. I will not be imprisoned again.
I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
Jedi. Remind our friend here why his kind are supposed to be dead.
Here we go.
After all we've done, the Empire has only grown stronger. Thanks, Bode.
Part of the job, Custis.
The Jedi is a threat.
Not now that we have this. As long as we fight.